Are we live? Yes, I'm bored. It it didn't start yet, so we just wait until 11 o'clock. But it doesn't really matter since I didn't prepare anything. Oops. It's probably the first time in my life that I'm punctual or at least early to a live stream. Next Sunday is MegaCast, so that's another stream that I will be late to, probably. No, Liz scheduled it to 11 o'clock, so it's fine for me. I have a busy Sunday visiting friends prior to that, and then I got another visitor coming here, and we come late back, and then I have to go to stream MakerCast. But that's a lot of fun with the other guys. Yeah, I have no clue what we will do today, but I didn't do a live stream for the supporters for a long time now, and today is a nice occasion to do that. So I will, and I'm also trying this my new high-speed internet connection. So I'm streaming at 9 megabits, um, 60 frames per second. Yeah, but I think my capturing device only captures like 30 frames. So unless we switch to desktop view or whatever, you will not. You'll probably not notice the higher frame rate. Yeah, I could also stream in 4K, but I don't have a 4K grabber, and I don't think that my computer can handle the encoding of 4K live video. So that won't be happening for some time, but the internet connection would be good enough since I have 30 megabits of upstream. So I have a little bit of headspace. 4 minutes left until the stream starts. I'm not sure if if anyone will join since this is unlisted. And yeah, the announcement was on Patreon a few days ago and on the general membership. Okay, we'll probably just, whoops. I will just send a notification. This community. Two more minutes. Okay, Patreon. One more minute. Uh, Patreon, why are you so slow? Okay, I will post on Slack. Okay. Ah, it's 11 o'clock and Patreon is not responsive. I just want to notify the people. So, live stream. Hi, Mark. Patrons only, not schedule. Heh. Publish now. Okay. So I announced to all the supporter channels, Slack, channel memberships, and now Patreon. I hope some people join. And I also told some people on Discord from the other makers, YouTube makers, that we want to do a live stream today, or at least I want to do a supporter live stream. Okay, so I'm thirsty now, so I'll grab my beer. Cheers. Hi Ansgar. Yeah, nice to meet you. I'm not sure if we ever spoke before. So people, what do we want to do today? I didn't prepare anything, so we can just chat about anything, and yeah, or maybe do something live, but yeah, I don't think so that. Yeah, okay, thanks for supporting me. That's great. Okay, Mark. So Ansgar, what video convinced you to join Patreon, or at least my Patreon? What did you enjoy watching? Oh, I misspelled your name. Asker, Asker is Asker, right? Okay, we have a small delay. Which one? Good morning, Sion. Welcome to the stream. Hi, Jan. Wow. Oh, great that you we didn't speak for so long time. I mean, Jan. Yeah. So, Sion, did you just wake up? It's like 5 o'clock in the morning there. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I thought I have to get a shorter haircut because it was so hot lately, and I was sweating, and my hair was always like completely glossy from fat, and I could like wash my hair twice a day, so I cut it off. Yeah. So, oh yeah, nice. What have you read? Some specs, so data sheets or a book, and enjoying your vacation or resting and finished fulfilling uh, your crowd supply. Oh, we have this delay on the stream right now. Hey, Brian. Yeah, I set this to like low delay, but it's still like 20 seconds or 30 seconds. It feels like ages. Fantasy novels. Okay. Yeah, nice. I don't find any time, or I don't take my time to read. I rather enjoy watching series or Netflix or movies. Yeah, that's actually an alcoholic bags. I think I have already some. I have some non-alcoholic bags also here, but yeah, that's what I have here. Hello, Timothy. Timothy Frignac. Hi, where are you from? Yeah, Brian, you are doing much work on PCBs. I don't know how do you find the time. You have don't you have to change diapers all the time? I would love to do another new design, not new board design. I have some ideas that I would finally France. Bonjour or bonsoir. Is it bonsoir? Yeah, my French is really not that great. I had like 4 years in school, but yeah, yeah, it's like my third language. So no, it's not my third. It's my fourth language. So I'm not very great at French. New boards, Brian. Okay. What are these the bunny, or was it no? It was this panda bear. Yeah, yeah, that looks nice. What is the function of the these eyes? Do they any blinking, or what's the functionality of this? I didn't read all the chats about that. Oh yeah, that's great, Timothy. No function, just two LEDs. That's how money is made. Yeah, nice. So, Timothy, what kind of projects are you interested in? Where did you join me as a supporter? That would be interesting to know. Okay, well, we just do two conversations at the same time since we have such a delay. Uh, Slow flashing RGB LEDs. Did you use like a 555 or 80 tiny, or is it some kind of LEDs that have this built in? Okay, maybe a third conversation at the same time. Um, Data Haki, Jan, did you meet Elon Musk on Monday? You told me that he's visiting your place there in Switzerland to get a medal or something. Can you tell us something about that? Have you been there? Have you seen him? Unfortunately, no. Why? No. Ah. Oh, that's so unfortunate. Yeah, so you might know Data Haki from a video that I made where I was visiting him. He's developing self-driving cars there, and I wrote one, and that was a really super super fun visit, and also enjoyed making the video, but it wasn't that popular, unfortunately. But yeah, the university is there in Zurich is really doing much on self-driving stuff, and Elon Musk was invited there to receive a medal or some honoring on his achievements on that, and he was there, but Jan unfortunately was visiting family in Germany at that time. Oh, Mark, who designed the control. Okay, yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, thank you, Timothy. Timothy. I'm actually want to do another ton of new videos on camera stuff again. I'm actually working right now on this year, so Brian did a video on that. You might want to also check out his video on that. These are really cheap, and I got like uh, yeah, 10 of the cameras. I have in total 12 cameras of the same type, and there is this one YouTuber that developed this high-speed camera that he sent off to other YouTubers. Um, how is his channel name? I forgot. A Tesla 200 or something. That I think something like that was his channel name, and he released a video where he put an array in circle of his high-speed cameras, and I thought when I saw this could be a nice project to make a cheap knockoff with the ESP cameras, where you can't transfer a high frame rate with these because, or store a high frame rate because they're bandwidth limited and whatnot, and not very powerful. But he presented a mode where he just had a slight offset between the cameras in the array, full circle, and he could achieve this way a view where the object is rotated, and he has even a higher frame rate because he could offset the images by like few microseconds or whatnot. And this is something that could also be done with these cameras. So if we can just make like 5 images per second, take 5 images per second with this camera because of the bandwidth, but we put like 20 in row or an array, we can get a really high frame rate video on that, or at least it could be possible. So I bought like for 80 euros or something 10 pieces and want to do a proof of concept on that. And I also want to try use this as a cheap surveillance camera and maybe connect like using sockets to transfer the image and display it on the VGA monitor that I have here with my boards and so on. Okay, question for me. Why did I choose to share my projects on YouTube? Why did I wanted to share them? I was inspired by several other YouTubers back then when so I would say the DIY movement was really improved by YouTube. So that was a huge step, and I got I when I started with making electronics and so on, I could learn very much from other YouTubers that have done this before or parts of it, and I could easily do like my first this organ pedals. That was actually not my first, but my first that I documented, and I did some build documentation on a web page that I had before, how I built like furniture, and some people just found out my email address and sent me an email that they loved to see how I built that and so on, and that was kind of impressing. So I thought, okay, that people are enjoying to watch this, and I also enjoy watching YouTubers like back then it was Dave Jones and Jerry Ellsworth and let's say Charles Lohr. So they were inspiring, and I learned stuff from them, and I thought, okay, why not just let the camera run and upload it and see what happens? And then I realized I had some free time, and I realized, okay, there are people watching it and liking it, and I got like my first 100 subscribers. That was like super achievement, and so I did this every time I wanted to build something myself. So most of the time I built it for myself, and I enjoy it, and I just let the camera run, and the editing is the worst part, but yeah, the reward, people enjoying watching the videos is so great. I'm doing it like that now. And yeah, after some time, I decided sitting in programming for other people, sitting at work until I'm dead is not a plan for my life. I always wanted to be like have my own business, or I see it as a business right now because I have to make a living from it. And yeah, all the supporters are very helpful. So thank you for that. Cheers. And I made the step quite early. I had some savings, and I thought, okay, I can't handle it to sit in the work and wait for my death. So, and I had like 17,000 subscribers back then. It was like 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago now. So I decided to quit my job back then. It was yeah, I didn't regret the decision. Yeah. Okay. Live photogrammetry. Let me check what this does mean. What does it mean? No, it's not photogrammetry. So it's not like 3D scanning from. It's just high speed and like a bullet time movie effect or whatever. So I can just give you the link. You can watch this Tesla 500. I am not sure how his channel name is. So you know what I was talking about. Yeah, that's his channel name. And he published a video on... Okay, I shouldn't do that. Come on. My system is not very responsive. What happened to my organ pedals? They are in the second lab, so they will be used again. No worries. Okay. Here I found so Timothy, I found the actual... Can I post the link? Where's here? So that's actually the video I was talking about with that bullet time camera setup with high-speed cameras. And that would be nice to see how, if this can be done with the ESP cam for really cheap. Like, okay, really cheap means like few $100 to have like 32 cameras or something like that. Oh, okay. Oops. Did I shift the chat? What is that video? Mark, what are you talking about? Can you... Yeah, that's the bullet time stuff. Yeah, something like that. Okay. Mark, can I make you? Yeah, I make you Mark your moderator so you can paste links if you like. If anyone else of you want to be moderator, just tell me. Okay, so Jan Datahaki, so how does this bad news impact your project? Is it still going on, since I had the impression that you have everything under control there? Okay, that's sad. Did you see my crazy card, Jan? Yeah, it's not that crazy. The I think even the cards that you have better acceleration, and they're much more powerful. They have this like gearing inside, much more torque. So if any one of your other people are interested in building self-driving cars and earn good money in Switzerland, in Zurich, then just tell Datahaki. They are looking for good people that have at least a little bit of coding experience. I think it's Java, isn't it? Yeah. Sion, now that you say it, I actually really got shocked from the screwdriver, this face tester, and I'm not sure how that happened. So there's this connector. Yeah, that's the female type connector, or at least a similar one, and I had like the connector in one hand, and so like this, and was testing another connector with the face tester like this. This is not a face tester, but, and I'm not sure how that happened, but I touched the face and got like the shock in my thumb or something. So, or at least I thought it could be like that. So, but I'm not sure how that could happen. Maybe the metal part was a cheap face tester. I'm this the first time where I'm not sure how that could happen. So, but yeah, I get shocked quite often. So it's like I'm like Electro Boom, but yeah, I rarely have this on camera. He electrocutes himself on purpose, and I do this very rarely off camera. Yeah, 30 cents on, yeah, or maybe like for 1 euro, or flea market or whatnot. Okay, data 100K lines and 4,380 files. Wow, that's much. Oh, Hanover. I only know Hanover, the main train station and the inner city. We have been there last time, walking through the city, and was not very impressive in the night. So there were like some drunk people and some awkward uh, dudes. I'm not sure, but we will have some fun there in Hanover. It's not. It's like 1 month and 1 week. It felt like it's like ages. So I have plenty of time to prepare some badges or some new boards that I could like also sell to people that are visiting our booth. But yeah, it's like only 1 month away. Yeah, Hanover is probably a little bit boring. So Berlin is by far more interesting than Hanover. Yeah, Frankfurt. I grew up in Frankfurt and I hate Frankfurt. Frankfurt is not a city to. Yeah, it's you can visit it. It's a lot of cultural stuff there that you can see in Frankfurt, but to it's not fun to go out there or live there. It's too big, too crowded, too fast moving, and the people. I'm not sure. That's it's completely different to Berlin or Darmstadt, where I have lived for 20 years. So you can imagine I was like I grew up. I went when I came to Germany. I was 9 years old, and then I lived in Frankfurt or close to Frankfurt for like 10 years, and then when I went to study in Darmstadt, I stayed there for 20 years. So much nicer city. So very cool guys there. Mr. Business Guy, hi. So you have some ideas? Yeah, I have plenty of ideas too. Yeah. Smallest Bluetooth button in the world? Yeah. But what will you use the tiny the ESP32 Pico uh, and then just a Bluetooth antenna or what? Smallest Bluetooth. Yeah, there have been some Kickstarter projects with they worked like the smallest Wi-Fi button, but they had like a station, Bluetooth station, and they were Bluetooth low energy. Simply, they're like a button cell, so like this CR3220 button cell, big buttons, and they connect. They just send a message to the um, not even beacon. I'm not sure to the main station. So that's like an old Kickstarter from 5 years ago. So it probably wouldn't be the smallest Bluetooth button. Yeah, without network. I actually have something here. And the RF modules are even smaller than Bluetooth modules. And I wanted to revisit this project. Not sure if I can find it though. Oh, here is it. Yeah, I found it. So, how about this size here? So, okay, it won't focus. Okay, so this is an RF module, really small. So, and what I would plan to do is to connect a simple coin cell battery to that, and like an super small ATtiny or whatnot that is simply sending a pattern, a signal pattern, and the central station is receiving the signal. So this will be even smaller than the Wi-Fi button, like not even half that big. And I could also make the like 2 years, or since you can connect the power supply for the for this to the button itself. You can simply press the button and then it immediately starts to send the pattern over RF, and the central station just receives the signal, and yeah, then you can use MQTT and whatnot. Femto button. What is the femto button? I have to Google now, but my computer is really busy. Button. It's quite some time that I while this is loading and searching. Okay, maybe. So I have this for a few months already. I really want to do another video on that. This was quite popular, the small Wi-Fi button. Unfortunately, the cat is dead, probably. Berthold, the lab cat. It was the cat from... even it seemed like it is my cat. It wasn't. It was the cat from the neighbors, but the cat was always at our place. And Berthold, I really loved him. I love cats, and he was like 19 years old already back then. He didn't look like that, but he was really old, and yeah, he was a little bit ill from time to time, and sneezed and whatnot. And just like 1 year ago, he disappeared, and I talked to the neighbor, and she said that yeah, that he just went off somewhere to die, probably because he was so old. Oh, thanks. Yeah, thanks for the support. Yeah, I y- yeah, I was sad as well, but he was really an old guy. He had a long life, and he was really the boss in the neighborhood. He was just going everywhere and was really cuddling with everyone. Not very shy guy, and he enjoyed his life. 19 years is really much for a cat. So yeah, it's sad, but it's like that. My girlfriend doesn't like cats, so we probably will never have one. And but we have in this neighborhood, since I moved here. We have several other cats, but they are really shy. They are running away when I show up. Um, no, it wasn't electrocuted by any of my projects. My projects are safe. What are you talking about? Oh, Femto Beacon, is it? So if anyone Oh yeah, that there is it. Femto Beacon, Tindy. Thanks for sharing the link. To oh, nice. It's an ESP. Yeah, that looks awesome. Maybe I can share the screen. Okay, I will move that down there. And can I do desktop plus face? No, that's the wrong one. Wrong desktop. Okay, let's do it like that. Move that up there. Okay. So, oh, that's good enough. Yeah, what is this? Okay. That's an ESP32. It actually is. It's really small. Where is the comparison? I always miss a comparison to like a paperclip. Where's my huge paperclip? My huge paperclip is gone. No. I'm not sure which video that was. Probably the last VGA one, where I did this comparison to a paperclip, and I made from a coat hanger this huge paperclip. I have to use this like a running gag in my videos. I can't find it. Okay, never mind. Oh, so it's like a coin cell battery. Nice. Okay, yeah. Cool. $30. Nice. Okay, Sion. Oh, Sienna Gertz. Or how is it spelled? Hi. A tiny banana. Yeah, it's harder to. A tiny banana is harder to just create on the fly. Maybe I should print one with very fine print or layer height and paint or whatnot, or buy a tiny banana. We can buy a tiny banana on eBay. Can't we? eBay. No, this is kind of. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, I can't find this. Oh, yeah, that's a huge one. It doesn't look good. How big is that? How big is that? A small banana for scale. If yeah, that's 17 centimeters. No, we need something like that, but really small. Okay. Ah, where's my cursor? I lost my cursor. Huh? Okay, here. Oh yeah, there is a candy. It's like only like sugar for decoration and so on. Yeah, yeah. But the jelly candy doesn't look like real, but the sugar ones for decoration could. Yeah, that's a cool idea. But what I wanted to ask, Cian, did you send off the um, all your boards to crowd supply? I'm really curious if you finally sent them off. Yes. Okay. Did you update Patreons on that? Did I miss that, or was I watching while sleeping? Wow. How much did it cost? And how heavy was it? Was it like a huge container, or what? How can we imagine that? Tell us. By the way, there is a Berthold the Lab Cat emoji for the channel members. See you, Oscar. "31 kilograms. 6 plastic tubs. Wow, that's huge. 31 kilograms. That was like, yeah, $1,000. Even more probably. Yeah, probably comparable to your to the shipping of your pick and place machine, wasn't it? Or yeah. Did you insure it now with for loss or damage or whatnot? See you, Mr. Business Guy. Ah, okay, great. So that's exclusive information. Insurance costs more than shipping. That's crazy. Hmm. Just for loss, not yeah. How would you damage that? So you have like to, I'm not to soak it in ocean water for like 10 days to be damaged. So if it would be it's o- um, by plane or shipping container. Wow, that's heavy. And that's even an overhead since crowd supplies have to send them back if someone ordered from Australia, then it's going to US and then back again. It's not an environmental footprint that we would love to see. Yeah, thanks God I have my one here, so really enjoy it. But I think I somehow bent the one of the legs of the antenna already. So yeah, it's a little bit crooked already. Ooh. Enjoying here the nice video quality of 9 megabit. Yeah, special edition. So Sienna, or how is it spelled? Please tell me. Ziana, Sienna, Siana. What are you up to lately? Somehow my chat is stuck. The display chat is stuck. I'm sorry about that. Yeah. Yeah, I can Siana, okay. Oh, I'm not sure what's with the chat. I will just reload it. I will try again. No, not my chat. What happened? Okay, yeah. Ooh. What happened? Something's wrong with that. Exams and stuff. What is Electro Dragon? Oh yeah, we are back now. Okay. What is Electro Dragon? Okay, this inline chat doesn't work very well. Sorry. I have to somehow update that. I have to. Sorry, that's OBS somehow broken. Prototyping boards. Yeah, that's stupid. It shows with this shows up with this arrow. No, that's I'm sorry, guys. This is broken. OBS Kenobi, yeah. Okay, let's see what this is. So you made this board? No, the chat doesn't work there. Sorry, guys. I really wanted to have the chat displayed, but it doesn't actually work. You bought this board, okay. Oh. No, I was completely confused. Okay, I thought you designed this board because you told you got CH559, and I thought you got like Swiss currency 559 paid like for your service or whatnot, or license fees. So what does this board do? It looks like a USB host. So actually I'm working currently on adding USB host functionality to my boards. But yeah, I want to do this with PIC microcontrollers, since they are cheap ones for like $1 that support OTG. And since we don't have the new USB yet, and the PIC controllers are quite established for OTG, yeah, I want to use that. USB host, USB pretend to be USB hub. Okay. Okay, cool. Yeah, and what IC does it use? So the CH559 is the IC that they're using. Okay. I hope Pornhub doesn't show up here. No. It's in the second row. WinChip head. Okay. Host device. Okay. What is okay? Serious chip. Easy life. Okay. Oh, okay. So it's a microcontroller. It's like 6K SRAM. Interesting. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. no chat, and whoop, full screen. Guys, I have to admit something to you. So there is there is something I have to admit. I turned 40 just now. It's my birthday. I'm 40 years old. So, woo! I'm celebrating my birthday on stream. So, cheers. Thanks for the support, and to another 40 years of BitLooney. Yeah, it's 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock, and it's birthday time. I don't feel a day older. Ah, you are 37. Yeah. So you still have like 3 years. And then your life is over, like mine. It's not champagne. No, I couldn't afford that. It's like, but I love Rotkäppchen-Sekt. That's like uh, €4 a bottle. And tastes quite well, so I like it. It's like an East German brand, and it's a good one. Yeah, I have still beer here, but I wanted to do like some exciting stuff, then pop a bottle, and maybe here some. This is oh, guys. Tastes better than the beer. Okay. Nice. Thank you. Confession. Yeah. Great. I feel really good. I don't feel old or anything. And I have to good news. I have my second lab is doing really well. I installed lamps, and I want to install more lamps here. These here. So these are fluorescent lamps here, and they will go to here to the ceiling, and I have done this already in the other room, and I can't take the camera since it's not wireless. So, but I will show that on Patreon and on channel memberships, like, or it will be a BitLooney's trash video or something. So I have a new room that's completely without a carpet, so I can do metalwork, and I have new tools, and I will do some metalwork stuff soon. So I really enjoy doing also like metalworking right now, but I'm also working on software and board projects currently, so this is really nice, really busy. Oh yeah, CH340. Yeah, so yeah, okay, these are the same guys. No, I'm not getting married. But yeah, my girlfriend is, she prepared, she baked like at least one cake today for me. Um, it's a lemon cake. I love lemon cake. And she prepared like something in the living room. So we will party like in 20 minutes. We will party together. And tomorrow I will meet my friends, or not tomorrow, after sleeping, I will go to Darmstadt and celebrate with my friends there. Yeah, and you are also my friends. You are the first ones that I celebrate with. Ha! And I didn't tell anyone before the stream that it's my birthday. So, what does what's this chip? I have to switch somehow to. Okay, let's do desktop and face. So, is there any English explanations here? Is this English? No. Join. Oh, that's not English. Okay, I will Google translate it. Oops. Oh yeah, great. Yeah, so this is. So what is there a compiler for this, and how does that work? Are there examples, and um, how much does this chip cost? Program DOM USB interface. Technical manual. Let's take a look. Ah! Oh yeah, great. Yeah, okay, my Chinese is really not that great. It would be cool. It's probably a really cheap chip. If I could use that for USB host applications, that would be great. But I also would love to use the PIC microcontrollers. Is the chat dead? I don't see any messages from you guys. Or did you fall asleep already? Where is my stuff that I ordered lately? I have received some. No. Yeah. Okay, so I received some PIC microcontrollers, and so this one here. It won't focus. Focus. Not sure if we can recognize the part number. And this one has OTG functionality for sure. And I have another one. Yeah, that's just similar size and footprint. What is this? Oh yeah, These are some for breadboarding stuff, some PIC microcontrollers. And PIC doesn't have that much examples like Atmel microcontrollers, but they are way cheaper. So you can get some really cheap OTG PICs. And I want to use that. Ah, yeah, it's working. I want to implement some USB host stuff. So the board will be ESP32, PIC, another PIC. So 2 hosts, USB hosts, and the ESP32, and I'm not sure, probably also this Silicon Labs USB chip. Not sure if I can use the OTG stuff to program and ESP32 as well. Could be done, but it's probably confusing to the user, since you have this, you have to have this adapter cable. Sorry, the adapter cable to connect the device to your computer to program it. And it will be hackable, since PIC microcontrollers are quite common and easy to program. I will make sure that you are able to program the PIC microcontrollers as well. So the board that I'm planning to do will have 2 hosts, and you can do whatever you want to. It will be like some kind of display connection, like VGA or whatever I plan to do in future, and then 2 USB hosts to connect the keyboard and a mouse. So there will be a hackable small board system, and it adds to the cost, since you have to pay like 2 additional microcontrollers, but that's really the easiest solution that I could find. I'm not sure if someone of you is familiar with getting USB host functionality, then please tell me how to do it. There have been like things like that for Arduino. So this is another some kind of host board, but this is only working with some high-end Arduino with whatever stuff. But I think it's not worth for me to try to get something complicated running. Instead, I rather take €1 less profit and get a board out, and I can improve in future. So it would be cool to have a USB keyboard and mouse functionality in my boards, and yeah. Oh, Maxim, yeah, that's the board. Yeah, that's the Maxim chip. But the support, I'm not sure if there's support for the ESP32. It wasn't very expensive. I'm not sure how much paid. It was like, I know that the IC isn't very expensive. Otherwise, I wouldn't get this. So I wouldn't consider it to use that. Instead, it's like 70 cents or something max for that max chip. Thank you, Timothy. Yeah. Yeah, I will. I will take time for myself. I really the best time that I have is just doing projects in my lab. So today I recorded some stuff for the scooter, and it's working again. So I have this cool Vesk that I'm using right now, and this will be the next video. I tested it already today. Is it working? Yeah. So maybe I show it like that. So I have here now this small joystick board, and the scooter is now able to go forward and backward and has regenerative braking. So when I'm going down, I finally some brakes. I didn't have brakes before. And it's quite an improvement. So the other the motor that I had before melted since I have had an accident. You might have seen some footage of that, and I really enjoyed today to fix this and make my project. So okay, don't quote me on that. If it's 70 cent Sienna, I have to check this. Let's see how much it is. Yes, I am 40, Brian. So, Sienna, we are probably talking about a different different chip. Let's see how much we can get this for. Let's check Mauser Electronics. Thank you very much, Brian. Yeah. Oh, what? 80 euros? No. Okay, I have to check what kind of chip this is. No, this is. Oh, yeah, it's this one. Okay, yeah, quite expensive. Yeah. Let's do the check. We need a microcontroller, pick, and how much that costs. So, why would you buy a Maxim chip for $7 if you can get 8-bit microcontroller? Not sure how many bits. And we can filter for OTG here somewhere. So there are PIC microcontrollers that support USB from below, like below one euro, but they are not supporting host capabilities, since you have to have an external clock or some precise clock crystal for that, or at least like 40 megahertz or 48 megahertz. Where is the USB? SoundWire, SPI, USB, there's USB. Did you see OTG somewhere? Okay, we just pick USB here. Is that all? Yes. Apply filters. And so I was looking at these here. Whoops, sorry. Can you even see it? Here. So I thought I could use this one, but this has only this doesn't have the host capabilities. So the host capabilities are starting from no, this is not the one. But there are already some cheap ones. Mouser does not show me the filters that I want to have. I know it's definitively 48 megahertz. Oh yeah, there is one. Okay, Timothy. Thank you very much. Bye. So what was this pick? Let's see what Timothy. Yeah, but this is quite expensive. I think I found a cheaper one. What is this one here? I have it here, so I can. I was really watching. Oh, it's a PIC 32. Okay. So let's check. So we don't want to pay like €2, €2.5 for one host. PIC 32 MX 13DF 06AD. Fucking kidding me. No, it doesn't have that. Okay. Probably too much digits here. It's probably just MX13. Ah! Good night, Jan. So oh no, they are also these PIC 32 are also $2, $2.50. So that are Mouser prices, and you consider to buy 100 and you are at $2 per piece. There is one here for 185 and yeah, but this still are Mouser prices, so you can probably go cheaper than that. Let's check. Yeah, USB host will be a topic. I did already a video on USB host. So when I was searching for videos on USB host and PIC microcontrollers, I actually found on YouTube, from the search, I was suggested a video that I was looking like that. So what? That looks a little bit familiar. This style, this thumbnail style, and so on. And I looked at says Bitlooney's Lab, and I really couldn't remember that or couldn't recall that I did this video a year ago. So it was about this USB host. It's using also the PIC microcontroller from Hobbytronics, and it's discontinued. You can't buy it anymore. And what is doing, it's you can order it with the firmware or upload the firmware which you like to have to be like a keyboard host or a MIDI host. And I use that for MIDI host to connect my USB MIDI devices and to get the MIDI messages over serial. And that was quite cool board. Not sure where I have it. I won't find it. Or did I have it? Maybe I pulled it out. No, it's not here. Yeah, it's here. So this one here, so Hobbytronics, and yeah, it's not much there. Too many LEDs for my taste, since it's blinking all the time and doing stuff. It's cool to see that stuff, and there's also reset button, and I don't need that stuff. And the footprint of the IC is quite big, and that's probably the one here for, yeah, this one for 185 here. So it's probably just the same IC here. I can't read it. No, it's PIC24F. It's even another one. So it's not a PIC32, but RGB LED. Yeah, it's fixed function, Sienna, but you could hack this. You can develop your own firmware for that. This is a simple PIC microcontroller. So there are probably examples from PIC that from Microchip that you can upload using the complete host stack and whatnot. So you could use something like that. And since these are not available right now, I could simply do a clone. And I'm not sure about the firmware. You can download from Hobbytronics the firmware, but I didn't do a research if this is open source or if this is something that you just have to do some compiling of example code to get the firmware, and I could sell this on Tindy as well. This is very, very, very useful, and it wasn't very cheap, but it wasn't expensive either. And to have this, it's quite big, so to have two of these on my board will be quite too big for me. But yeah, that's something I'm doing my research currently on. So USB host will be a topic, and also LED walls. So RGB LEDs will be also a topic. Behind the lamps, so confusing. Behind the lamps, there are 4 sheets of aluminum. Maybe can show it. So, so this is one sheet, and even this sheet is a little bit bigger than my LED wall that I did lately, and the new LED wall will be 4 times this, so 4 times this sheet here. So I will have like, will be 2 meters high if I wanted portrait mode, and it's 1 meter 50 wide. So and a million ping pong balls and a million LED RGB LEDs over there. Dual host. Oh. Okay, cool. Racing stripes. Yeah, sure. Okay. Yeah, it will be quite expensive if I have to pay like 2 ICs, but you saw that even a PIC32, if you're buying it like in 100 pieces, even at Mauser you get this for 180, so it will be like 3.5 euros, like $4 more for a board, but you get mind-blowing more functionality with a mouse and keyboard connection and or mouse and MIDI device. It would be nice to have like 3 connections, so you have the keyboard, mouse, and maybe a spare one. But human interface devices, they can be combined, so you can use probably with one USB port, even a keyboard with a touchpad or something, and you will have a spare USB connection to connect like a MIDI device or something, and this will be so awesome. ESP32 with audio output, maybe proper amp, and like a mini computer, completely hackable, with every USB host hackable and whatever. That could be really a Kickstarter. Yeah, hubs, but then it's not convenient. Okay, the hub support is a little bit more complicated than you think. So in code that, okay, if it's implemented already, then the hub support is like a huge task to handle. If it's implemented already in like example code and whatever, or drivers for the big microcontrollers, then it's okay to support hubs. I will just enable it if it's possible, but it's not convenient, simply not convenient to have to connect a hub if you want to use like keyboard and mouse, and you most probably you want to use keyboard and mouse. So I'm not sure if it would be good to save like on $2 max and do like inconvenient stuff, or even provide a hub, or so it sounds really complicated. No, they are not cheap. Tell me, show me a cheap hub. I see. At least I was looking for some time, for like 10, 20 minutes, maybe 1 hour, for hub ICs, and they cost like at least $1. So why should you build in like a hub device instead of building in another host? So doesn't make sense for me. It's more fun to have another microcontroller if it does cost the same price. So if you know hub IC that's really cheap, below $1, then I could consider it. This could be nice, but if it's more than $1, I wouldn't bother and just add another USB port or another host. Bulk from China. Is it any good? Oh, maybe you help me to. Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't look. I didn't search on Ali for that. Hub controller. How many parts? Quad flat package. What is this? G. Okay. Is there somewhere a summary? Ooh, LCS is okay. Yeah, that's good. I could get this on a reel from them. Yeah, I'm still negotiating on that pick and place machine that I want to get sponsored, but that's not really that simple since these are really expensive. But I started to order everything on Reels already. So all the resistors that I have for from my projects are also on the Reels, and here some more resistors, all capacitor sizes, but also like this small logic ICs that are needed for the reset circuit for the ESP32, as well as here diodes and what is voltage regulators, and yeah, all the caps and even the USB connectors. That's huge. This huge reel and these ones here, they came with standard shipping, since LCSC ordering is DHL is pain in the ass. they're pissing me off, really. I hate DHL because every time I get something shipped, even if it's below 30 euros, what is the threshold for paying customs, they keep it for like a week and send me a letter. I should explain what's inside, and or they send me an email. I should explain what's inside, and attached to this email is a scan of the letter that LCSC put in the same shipping, and exact in this letter there is precisely everything listed what's inside, and I have to fill a form, and I simply transfer everything what's in the letter that they scanned from the package to the form they sent me, and they accepted it. They are simply, this is really disgusting with DHL. And I bought these reels here with this huge one on LCSC and sent it via standard shipping, and it came in 2 weeks, and it was like 200 euros of parts or something, and I didn't have to pay customs. Yeah, I can feed a cut tape strip into them. Yeah, sure. I just let hang it off, but yeah, since I will always need like USB connectors or something, then I just bought it. Hermes threw it in your garden. Yeah, but I had same experiences with DHL. They just that's so funny. They're putting like packages like in the window of the restrooms or something, or put it anywhere. One time I got something with DHL. They put it like behind the house, but it was raining the same day, and the packaging was wet. But yeah, fortunately, it wasn't something. It was something that wasn't sensitive to like moisture. Oh yeah, it was raining at your garden too. Yeah, yeah, that's typical. But they are all the same, and DHL is really disgusting with the customs. I hate this really. Every time I get something from LCSC or JLC, they keep it. Yeah, cool. I hope I get figured it out with a small SMT with this pick and place machine. So I have to call Michael tomorrow and talk to him and see when and if I get one, and if not, then I have to buy one myself. Sponsored would be really nice, since I don't have that much money on my account. So Sian, since you're still there, have you any plans on? Did you figure out the issues with your pick and place, and do you have any plans to buy another one? You said, okay, I take it. Uh, let's say $1,000. That's a fair price. It's used, and I have to pay for the shipping and customs. So yeah, yeah, Sienna. But the problem is, I thought that too. That doing like assembly in China would be the way I would go, but um, it's really inconvenient to plan since you have to find a place. Let's say I do it with like PCB way or something. Then I have to like go back and forth with them for like a few weeks until we figure it out. Then I have to send them parts probably that take another few weeks, or they buy them and I have to pay them. And then if they pick and place the boards and I get them and something's wrong with the boards, then I have to figure out what, and I'm not sure if it's repeatable. So if um, let's say I find and we figure out what's wrong with them, and they have to redo, or I have to pay new parts or whatever. So I think um, the long distance between here and China makes it really difficult, and also the language barrier probably it makes really difficult to develop stuff. I totally agree that if I decide to go a step from like not selling like or building 1,000 pieces but 10,000 or something, then it's worth to go to China. But then I would just jump on a plane and go there for a month and work with the people there until it's working and the production is running, and then go back by plane and let the pieces ship or send them to me or whatever. But um, for like 100 pieces or 1,000 pieces, it's not worth to work with them, and they probably don't want to work with you either. So 1,000 euros plus shipping, sure. Yeah, lead times are killer. Yeah, that's something. Yeah, I wouldn't consider to do PCB assembly for like my VGA board or something, since I don't sell many of them. So like 100 pieces or something. It's quite cool to, and also maybe one of the major reasons why it's I would like to have a pick and place machine. It's having a cool pick and place machine. Just to make the experience to have something like that at home, and it makes for cool footage. And if I want to pick and place something, then I can do it right now, and it's just for the convenience, and it's not very expensive. Okay, it's more than a 3D printer, but I consider a pick and place machine to be similar to a 3D printer. A few years ago, 3D printers were like also above 1,000 euros, and I built one to for like 300 euros parts, and then I bought another one for like 800 euros, or it was 700 euros. This because my one fall apart, and I had some issues, but I used it for 1 year or something, and the bot one I could just let it run and something. I wouldn't bother. That's the same with the pick and place machine. I think it's an investment for like few thousand euros, and it's like 3D printer. It's having fun and pick and place stuff. Yeah, Isla. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I tested boards from Isla. I wasn't happy with the prototyping boards. They had this mouse bites all over the place. Not sure. I'm really used to JLC PCB right now, and they offered me this as well, and they also asked me if we could work together. I met them on maker fairs. I think the last time I met them, talked to them on the maker fair in Hanover last year. They were quite nice. They invited us, so me, Dave Darko, and Tiny LED Matrix. I'm not sure if Maya Makes was also there, but they invited us for some cocktails in a bar in Hanover, and we were talking. And yeah, they are quite cool people, but I don't think that it's affordable to do it here because yeah, I'm not sure. I didn't try PCB assembly. Yeah, Sion, you are a crazy guy. I see you picking and placing by hand another 2000 boards. Yeah, but it was really cool to see Sion, you making your boards on your picking place. I hope, yeah, since I was always talking to you, trying to convince you to buy this machine, I feel a little bit guilty, but it was working fine at least for the first 700 boards or something. Oh, 3000 plus, okay. Wow, distributors. Cool. Yeah, but are these distributors, do they want to pay you up front, or do you just send them pieces and they pay you when they sell one? Full-time job. Yeah. Uh, so the one that small SMT wanted to set up me with is probably a little bit better than the cheap ones, but it's also twice as expensive. Reflow, stenciling and reflow is an issue. What do you mean? Wholesale, yeah, that's bad. Yeah, but you get your boards sold. I think you probably won't make any money on the board, on the Tiny Pico, but you will do definitively on the accessories, so all the play boards and whatnot. Yeah, I understand. Okay, it's probably worth for another 3000, probably worth to actually buy this um, like this gear for putting the stenciling it. 200 panels. Yeah, but the reflow often doesn't need any attention. You can just put it in, let it run, go drink a coffee and come back, or uh, attend the pick and place machine while it's reflowing. I I did some reflowing myself, and um, yeah, there was I had some issues, like some resistors just rotated or something, or but what I did is, if I had a board that wasn't perfect, where the resistors or like lifted on one side or something, I simply took the board and put it again in the reflow oven and reflow it once again. And then it was, most of the time it was perfect. So just reflowing a second time fixed any issues for me. So uh, I found reflowing is way easier than pick and placing by hand. Wow, 7K for a stencil machine. Okay, I know a guy that I'm currently working with on a project. Um, he owns a place, so he's a manufacturer, a board manufacturer. He does boards in like lower quantities, below 1,000 or something, and they are a bit pricey, but he has several pick and place machines and wave reflow ovens and whatnot. He has everything you could imagine, but stenciling is still done by hand. He has a machine, but he doesn't use it. So he has a worker sitting there and doing the stenciling just with some gear that you have some like knobs that you can simply shift it like precisely and put it precisely and then stencil it by hand. So he does all the stenciling, not himself, but a worker does the stenciling by hand. I he even though he has like a complete automated machine standing next to it, they do it by hand. So I'm not sure if it's worth to buy a completely automated machine for that. Oh yeah, I want a pizza now too. But flux fumes. Yeah. Okay, Sian. Yeah, I understand the problem. Your problem. I have a second room, so the reflowing is happening in another room, so I can just open the window there and I won't bother. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, it's unreliable. Yeah, sure. Okay, guys, we are 2 hours into the stream. Um, is there something I can do for you? Otherwise, I will just wrap it up or let's say end the stream. Was fun to chat with you or to you and celebrate my birthday. Still have beer over here. Um, oh, Coburn! You're late to the party. I turned 40 at 12 o'clock and I'm just about to wrap it up. Oh, sorry, guy. I agree, Sion. I really agree. I'm not I'm not doing much I'm not promoting my boards currently because it's tedious to assemble them. I don't make any profits if I account for my work there. So I'm having fun to do like once a week a few boards, and that's great for me. Yeah. Okay, here. Cheers. And thank you for all your support, guys. And yeah, I see you next time. Bye. Sienna, do you want to build my boards? Yeah, you are from Munich. That's too far away. You don't want to deal with Deutsche Post. That's horrible. That's the worst. Assembling boards is not that difficult. Sending them to the shipping them to the people is the worst. Yeah, that's an invitation. You should go there and help Sion with his production. Okay, guys, it was a nice chat. I had a really, I had really a lot of fun to talk to you, and well, that's not what I wanted to show here. Sharing my private keys with you. No. Um, yeah, thanks for supporting me and stopping the stream. Bye. Oh, I'm still streaming. I pressed that button. Oh, okay. Yeah.